So introduce yourself.
I'm Brian McKeever, Canadian Para-Nordic ski team, blind guy.
And how do you feel about your race today?
That was good. Finally, shape is starting to come back. I think we've done really good work this year. Both Graham and I and the rest of the crew back in Canmore doing the Para-Nordic World Cup. So we're, we had a little blip recently, or I did, and Graham was still strong, so it was fun to at least have a good teammate racing fast, and good motivation to try and figure things out. And I think it's sorted now, so back to where we want to be, at least fighting it out here for podiums. And I won't complain. Top Canadian, third place today. That's a good result.
Yeah, and is it a concern that you're skiing this fast, this far in advance of a major event?
No, I'm not. Graham and I were talking about that. We're not peaked. We're not. We're just consistent right now, and I think that's good. The sharpness isn't there, so that's still coming. We're still under pretty big load, and I think that's important right now, because that means that there's time to dip and then come back. And I think we're kind of old guys. We're fighting it out for Masters wins at this point. So I think we're pretty happy with just being consistent and not, we're trying not to have too much. We're also trying not to have too little, right? You just kind of see it over the years. The guys that are going fast at the start are the guys that continue to go fast through the year. They might go away and have a good training period, and the results might dip while they're putting some load back in, or some intensity, depending on which. But generally speaking, the guys that have done the work over the summer are good through the year, and I'm hoping that that's the case for us. And come March, should be firing on all cylinders.
Okay, and so why does it make sense to be doing a NorAm SuperTour instead of a Para-Nordic World Cup?
This is a deep field. The Americans are here. They're fast. You see the field today. The top 10 is 7 Americans, 3 Canadians. So it's it means that the gaps between the racers are tighter, and you're fighting for every second. It's not getting splits that you're 20 seconds behind the next guy and 20 seconds ahead of the other guy. That's going to be filled in by 5-10 guys. That makes you fight harder, and that's what we need right now, is to get that effort, that sharpness. And able-bodied racing is hard. It's a different scene when you're here and there's this many people than Para-Nordic. I'm not saying that it's more important, but for me, this is where I get pushed the hardest. It's not a sit ski race, right? You need other sit skiers in order to push you hard, so that makes sense. But for me, as a standing skier, if I'm going to get pushed the hardest to get the biggest training effect, the biggest racing effect, I need to find some of these deep fields in order to race in.
Okay, and are you going to continue doing the NorAm series as part of the prep?
I will do the ones that make sense as we get closer. So here in Rossland for now, and then Olympic trials in January, and then after that we'll see where the road takes us. But we'll start to formulate more of a concrete plan as we see where the shape is and what work needs to be done.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much.